Hello, Scorpio. This is your January 2022 reading. So, Scorpios, there seems to be some controversy. There seems to be a stigma, maybe, about you. There seems to be something that people are noticing, perhaps in your appearance, perhaps in your mood, maybe perhaps in your behavior. But people are definitely finding something about you to be much different than normal. For some of you Scorpios, something has really changed a direction in your life, has really changed your demeanor, so to speak. For some of you Scorpios, you are trying to be able to handle this situation or this separation or this distance from somebody that you really care about. Scorpios, for some of you, you or your partner may have believed that going in another direction or separating or having some distance would be a challenge, true, but you never expected it to feel like you were missing part of, like, yourself, like your right arm's missing or your heart's missing. There's something missing here, and you're feeling their absence. Scorpio, your pride may be getting in the way, or your partner's pride may be getting in the way here. Because there's you and someone else that's wanting to connect, wanting to make up, wanting to talk, wanting to work it out. Now, maybe for some of you, one of you don't want to. That could be either you, Scorpio, or that could be your partner. Scorpio, there's somebody who's watching, or you're watching them. So it's somebody who's paying attention, or you're paying attention to them. Somebody's quite curious about what's new, what's going on. Where have you been? Who have you been with? How are you moving on without me? How are you smiling or hanging out with your friends or coworkers and not missing me, not being sad, not being depressed or down? How are you still functioning? For some of you, it's either you or your partner, once again, that is feeling the energy of loss, grief, destruction. Almost as if there was a collapse of something. For some of you, you could have been living under the same roof with this person. That codependency that was created. I get it. Boy, do I get it. But I also see that this codependency was more so on one of you, not so much both of you. So Scorpio, whether that's you that was extremely codependent, or that was your partner that was extremely codependent. Somebody who doesn't really know how to function without you, their other half, their better half. So whoever that's for. I am going to say the Scorpios, you're having issues where family is concerned. There seems to be a lot of attention around a particular family member. So Scorpios, whether you have a family member who's sick, in a hospital, in a nursing home, in a rehab, something. A lot of you are focused on a particular person in your family. For some of you, there's arguments about where this person will go, or who will take care of this person, or who's going to handle their monies, or who's going to take care of all this, that, and the other thing. There's a lot of pressures within the family. For some of you, this is going to hang on or be lingering for quite some time. There's a lot of new energy coming in for Scorpio in the month of January that has to do with employment. Some people may be retiring. Some people may be changing jobs or transferring. Some people may just walk away from a job. For some Scorpios, you may decide to keep one job and also add two with a part-time position. Some of you are trying to get bills, credit cards, things caught up, paid off. Trying to relieve some debt. For some of you, there might be plumbing issues or water issues I also see around you in the month of January. This looks to me like pipes or broken pipes or frozen pipes or something to do with a pipe leaking. So pay attention to whatever that is. Don't ignore it. It will get worse if you don't address it. For some of you, it's about changing your vehicle or wanting to trade in a vehicle. Perhaps some of you have a vehicle that's, it might make it one more year or so, but you're trying to not allow this vehicle to nickel and dime you to death, so you're wanting to get rid of this vehicle. Some of you are going to go from a car to an SUV. Those of you who have an SUV are going to go to a car, so the opposite of what you have currently. Scorpio, there's somebody who's around you in spirit, and it feels like a female energy. This could be a mother or grandmother figure. This mother or grandmother figure feels very much like a mom. So even if it's a grandmother, maybe you were raised by your grandmother. Maybe your grandmother always babysat you or took care of you. Maybe your mother worked too much, so your grandmother took over. For some of you, you may have lost your mother and your grandmother raised you. Or it could be an aunt as well, but it is a female. This energy is coming around to let you know that better days are coming. The opportunity for love and marriage with the right one is just around the corner. You've settled for relationships that may not have been always so compatible for you. Maybe always not in your best interest. But a lot of you Scorpios give more credit than is deserved to people. Male or female. You give more credit to somebody than is deserved. For somebody who does even the least amount for you, that person you're more attracted to than the person who would do everything for you. For some of you, it's because, Scorpio, you want to be needed. You want to feel like they need you. You want to feel like you need to do stuff for them or take care of them. You're not always wanting to put your hand out and have somebody take care of you. You're more used to taking care of somebody else. But Scorpio, you got to put that down sometimes, because in order to let somebody else get their blessings, you need to allow them to do something for you as well. As hard as it is. A lot of you Scorpios don't take compliments well either. Some of you Scorpios tend to be in denial where spending or overspending is concerned. Some of you kind of struggle paycheck to paycheck with a lot of situations. Maybe it's due to other debts and bills that you have to pay out, but I feel like somebody's just running credit cards up the roof, which is why I said you're trying to pay them off. But even though you're trying to pay them off, you still have them open and you're using them here and there, which is why you're not getting anywhere. You're really not getting anywhere. So you're making a big payment and then you go spend some more on it. Then you make a big payment, then you go spend some more on it. You're paying so much in interest, you need to make a decision. Maybe perhaps consolidate all your credit cards into one bill and get that taken care of, and then get rid of the majority of your cards and save one. No more than two. Let's save one. No more than two. For some of you, there's going to be a celebration coming up, an invitation to a wedding or anniversary. Something is coming up. So get ready for that and don't turn it down. Don't say you're busy. Don't say you got to work. Put your day in, take the day off, and spend time with the family. They're wanting to reunite with you. They're wanting to spend more time with you. Scorpio, the other information coming in for you for January, it talks about money. It talks about gifts. It talks about pleasure. It talks about an adventure. It also talks about making plans for summertime. So already, even though it's January, you're making plans or thinking about making plans for a trip in the summer. Praying that this situation that's going on around the world right now with this virus is going to dissipate so that you can go. It feels like this is something you've been putting off for a couple of years, and it makes sense why. But now I do feel like you are going to make these plans and they are going to go through just fine. For some of you, it's about an airplane travel or taking a plane coming up within the next couple weeks during the month of January. Getting to a destination, perhaps to see a partner or to see a family. Or some of you may be traveling for work. There's a million of answers for that one, but it just shows me you traveling. And I believe it is an airplane because I don't see it on the ground with wheels. I don't see that. I see the wheels up in the air. A lot of you single Scorpios. It's like you're looking in all the wrong places for this partner that you want. You're looking back at old boyfriends. You're looking at people that don't have a lot to offer. You're looking at people that are just a mess right now. You're looking at people that may feel as if they can take advantage of you or use you for everything that you have. Somebody's not willing to do the work, and they're not willing to put the work in. I feel like for some of you, you're allowing somebody to hang out or spend time or be at your place, and they pay nothing, they do nothing, they don't help clean up, they don't do anything. They expect you to take care of them. I don't know why you signed up for that, but you need to unsign that contract. There's something there that's showing you're being taken advantage of. If you're wanting to date somebody and have a better life than what you have now, you need to date somebody who's in a better position than what you are right now. And yes, it's okay. And yes, you are good enough. More than good enough. For some of you Scorpios, you're determined to believe that you can't have better than where you are right now, or you can't do better than where you're at right now. For some of you, you're very hesitant about somebody, afraid of their reaction, or afraid that they won't want to be with you, or won't want to maybe even take a chance with you. But that's not true. Scorpios are going to find out in the month of January. Meeting somebody, maybe perhaps going to an elevator or an escalator, perhaps at a mall, running into somebody. It's the eye contact that's going to happen. There's going to be energy between you and somebody else that is going to create this balance between the two of you. It's going to immediately have you introducing or talking or laughing. Something funny is going to happen where you'll both have a humor about it, and that's how you start talking. This is going to bring a lot of joy to you. It's also going to be bringing an adventure to you. This also may be where the travel comes in. Perhaps you're in an airport. I don't know, but you're where an escalator or an elevator is. Scorpio, stop worrying about the things that you don't have. Stop worrying about the achievements that you didn't have when somebody else around you did. Scorpio, you're doing very good where you're at. You're maintaining. You're not leaning on anybody. You're quite independent. You've made it this far. No, you may not have everything that you want, but I guarantee you, Scorpios, you have every single thing that you need, and you have all the tools within you to become anything that you want to be. There is nothing that can hold you back this year of 2022 to reach every single goal that you're wanting to reach. Make that list up. Focus on one thing at a time and accomplish all your goals and dreams, because they are right there with you. The universe is trying to help you, and your loved ones on the other side, especially this female, is going to be right there to keep pushing you. Just when you want to quit, just when you're tired and you want to sit down, they're going to push you another step or two and show you that you can do this. All right, Scorpio, that in fact is your January 2022.